smack.
Yep, we're talking smack. Here we go. Bankers Cup talking smack. Yeah, we got the perfect crew for this here. Absolute perfect crew. Join us as always, the founder of the Bankers Cup, Chris Wendt. What's going on, Chris?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Doing
good to see everybody. Everybody's happy and safe and healthy.
Yes, we are. Now we have our agent representative, the players rep, if you will, Al Stasek. What's going on, Al?
What's up? What's up?
Man, and now we got
Facebook golf land.
Yeah. we got our mortgage representative as well, Matt Koch. What's going on, Matt?
What's up, guys? How are you?
And we're doing good. So as Matt so delicately put at the beginning of this, we're talking smack here today. That's the whole point. But the Bankers Cup Invitational, for those of you that don't know, Chris, let them know where it's at, when we're doing it, and how to get more information.
Yeah, so the Bankers Cup Golf Invitational. This we're coming up on year 3. We host it every year at Fox Meadow Country Club in Medina. It's a 2-day event. So this year the qualifier is July 27th. It's a Monday, and then the tournament is going to be August 31st, also a Monday. So it's a good time. It is the only lenders versus agents platform, in the area. So it's a good time.
Well, and it's a charity, right, Chris?
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I want to share with you a
event.
secret that no one really knows, and I promised Matt that I wouldn't actually tell this secret, but
We're going live, man.
This is live.
We're already live, and so here it is. I'm sorry, Matt, that I have to tell this story, but I think it was the first year I was in it. I think it was my dad was matched up with Cookie and another lender, and I smacked on a par 3. I smacked this ball perfectly and literally drained it. And because it's a charity, I actually said, Matt, let's just say that you hit this hole in one. Charity. And I feel bad for these guys because every time, they're at a disadvantage already. So I went ahead and gave him the one.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy we are, us builders.
Yeah.
I ain't going to be so nice this year.
Yeah. Very humble. Very humble.
And to that point, I've been eternally grateful. It was my only hole in one, and it was really false. Al looked at me, and Al said, "What do you think? Should I hit a 5-iron?" He goes, "Do you think I can get there?" I go, "Eventually."
Yeah.
He's like,
one time,
we do need to be off the cars before the sun goes down, Al.
Yeah.
Right.
One time Al was looking for his ball, and we're walking this tall heather, and he looks over. He goes, "Did you find it?" I go, "Hell!" I said, "Last he couldn't find that ball. It was wrapped in bacon." Albie, I love you like a brother.
Oh man, it was great. True story is, I don't remember what hole it was with the long drive contest.
I do.
But I swore I wouldn't. I swore I was going to tell this story either. But I think Matt might have scored a date with the long drive champion, and we never heard how that went. By the way,
didn't go well. Yeah, I got no show. Once he saw me, I only hit it like 260. He's like, "Yeah, no, sorry, dude."
Sorry. You just threw away the golf cart. It was done.
It was done.
I'll tell you what. So I was on hole number 15 when you drained that ace. And I was up there with my boss at the time, Rick Blazak, and we heard everybody yell. 13. We're right up on top of the hill. So we didn't know what the hell happened. And we were up there, drinking and having a good time with the long drive pro. And, you guys come up and, you finish up 14. We find out that Matt ace is 13. We saw the video. And I'll tell you the worst part about that, because honestly, I've never seen anybody, hole out during one of our industry events. And I may have told you this.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
We were supposed to have a car on number 13. and it was changed last minute because they couldn't get the damn thing down, they couldn't get the damn thing down the cart path.
Right.
So we switched over to hole number 3. and Matt aces 13 and doesn't get dick for it.
Well, don't forget about the long drive champion. Matt might have gotten. Yeah.
So I got no showed for my date with the long drive champion, right?
Yeah.
And I got blanked on the hole in one.
Right.
Like it was a good day. And then I had to drive to Pittsburgh that evening for some chump meeting, which did no good whatsoever.
Right. Oh
yeah. And I didn't know that they made the change at that point. So I didn't find out until after the fact that they put the car on 3 with all the signs. I was like, oh my God. Matt's gonna be
So I walked away with nothing.
Nothing.
That's the story of a lender's life. You know, we just give and we give and we give and we give. We get nothing.
We get nothing. It's all right. It was a Kia Sophia, so it was no big deal.
I don't think it. Well, I'll just shut up. I look like circus music would show up as soon as I pulled up in that.
Yeah, bingo. It's like driving around a toaster. But yeah, so
one of my 6 daughters probably could have used it though. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
So in case anybody hasn't figured it out yet, so the Bankers Cup, it's an absolute riot.
Right.
So we put 2-man lending teams up against 2-man agent teams, and we just let them duke it out. They'll play matches throughout the day. We've got a qualifying round, followed by a tournament round, and at the tournament round, we had a shootout last year. Versus rather just tallying up all the points that were accumulated, and then deciding who won that way. The top 3 point winners on both sides went head to head in a 3-hole shootout, and I thought that was absolutely hysterical. Added a slightly different dimension and dynamic to an industry event. We saw last year, and we've talked about this during every live. We saw a few teams choke.
Do we have any names on who choked?
I'm not going to mention any names and markets.
We're not going to mention any names.
I'm not going to mention any names. Ryan Nichols and Jason Kruger.
We're not going to say any names, but
I'm not going to say any names.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Markin's carming in with karma from the hole at Pine Hills.
Well, that bit of in the ass on this one,
Yeah,
well, we can rest assured knowing alcohol had nothing to do with the reason that
absolutely nothing to do at all. There was
Actually,
no
it
alcohol
promotes a
served on
better
the whole
golf
one all
game.
day.
It promotes a better golf game in most circumstances. Unfortunately, in Jim Markin's case, not so much. Peace, Jimmy.
Funny. He's never going to live it down either, because he went lights out. I think his final, for the day, he was like 3 under. And the great part about, the great part about Bankers Cup is you can't cheat. And I mean, because you have the opposing team watching every shot.
Jim is talking smack on here. We got a little lender versus lender feud going on.
You guys
we got a little cookie. I'm like, dude, I'm on your side, Jimmy. Don't choke this time, buddy.
So it's funny. I'll joke around with Jimmy every time I see him. I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter what you do during the tournament. It all comes down to the shootout. And I'm like, you folded like a cheap lawn chair. I'm like, that was embarrassing. And we always get flipped off. But hey,
Jim is trying to get on.
We got to start beating up on the lenders here. I know Vitardi. He's probably on the driving range right now. Not Vitardi. Who's that guy that whipped our ass last year? Gosh. Huh?
Oh, you're talking about on the agents. Man,
yeah, lender versus.
Yeah, who did you guys go
we got
against?
peeled. We got peeled.
Phillips.
Yeah, Scotty. Scotty just peeled us like a grape.
Yeah.
So Scotty, I'd love to see that little warm up again here, buddy.
I think Scott's going to be back. So
I'm coming for you, Scotty.
So why don't you guys? Did we lose Al?
I think we lost Al.
I think he's getting
not unless he turned into an emoji.
Al's now an emoji.
No, he's going to practice. He was practicing a swing a couple times. We got him on a strict regimen this year. You know, the agents are coming strong. We're coming fast. We've been working out. We've been hitting the gym. So we've been working hard. We want the belt this year. That's all I know is we're getting the belt.
Hey, Nick, just real quick, off topic here, but you know, you're doing that day 75 challenge.
Yeah.
And I noticed that it was like a no alcohol.
Yeah.
And how's that working out for you?
It's all right. Yeah. On the beach. Yeah. No, it's going good. It's going good.
So the answer to the question is he's had to start the challenge over 6 times.
He's done it 6 days.
Day one's been really rough, guys. You know,
he's had
this is gonna be
8 day ones.
yeah, I've had 8 day ones.
Summer for you, Nick.
I mean, that could be a challenge in itself. Just do this. It's the 75 hard. Try doing 75 day ones. That's hard.
It's pretty tough, man. It takes a lot of motivation to start over. I'll tell you what. To start over new on each day, it's tough. Man, I'll tell you what. That's just more alcohol we pouring out at the Bankers Cup. That's going to me.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you what we discovered is the qualifier, you're going to be screwed, but you're going to be back and ready to go because 75 days, 75 hard's over by the time we get to the tournament.
Now that's a whole other story. We're going to be going hard on that day. That'll be a good one.
Bingo. So Al, so the one thing I like to do is kind of gauge everybody's. I want everybody's honest opinion as far as, in terms of what they thought of the Bankers Cup and what we can do better. Because I honestly think it's one of the better sponsorship opportunities out there. We have a shit ton of lenders, we've got a ton of agents. But Al, you guys, you let me know what you think because I think it's fun.
Well, Chris, I don't join many golf tournaments or golf outings, but when I do, it's the Bankers Cup, and I won't miss. So if that, in all honesty, I really don't. I mean, the truth of the matter is, I'm not really a golfer. I pretend to be a golfer. Yeah. I dress up in the golf clothes. I just got my clubs re-gripped so I can have clubs that look like cookies. I'm really not a golfer. Yeah. So, I need someone like Joel Hollow to carry me or my dad.
Right.
Because I'm waiting for the day that we do the tennis, which actually brings me around to the Bankers Cup hockey tournament, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
A little bit more my speed. But until then, we're going to Happy Gilmore. You guys want to see some Happy Gilmore? My buddy Chris and I will be able to show you some of those moves. But no, it's a great tournament. I love the sponsors, being a sponsor of it every year. I think I've been a sponsor every year.
Yeah,
you have.
And in all honesty, it is the most fun tournament because when you're bringing all the lenders and the agents together for all, and everything's going to a great cause. But I mean, like the whole time you're laughing. It's not one of these. And I'm not going to name names. But I've been to some of these tournaments where it is so damn boring, and it's like everybody's all stiff. And I mean, sure, it's still going to be competitive no matter what, but like it's literally an entire 2 days of laughing. And if I'm not there having fun laughing, then I won't go the next year.
Yeah.
So, if you like to have fun, get some money. By the way, if Tom Kelly's watching this, I still have your golf bag that you won from last year. It's in my basement. Whenever you want to come and get, he still has it. Yeah. So if you golf with me, and you end up winning something, I may end up taking it because I think yourself not winning anything.
Well, there you go. The fans are on your side, Al. The fans are on your side here.
Thank you, Courtney.
So and I think I think that's spot on. That was kind of what I set out to create was kind of an event that took us back to kind of the old school real estate industry where really everybody just came out to have fun and nobody really cared about, much of anything outside of having fun. And my thought was, all right, a lot of people know me. A lot of people know that I can, I like to have a good time. I just like fun. So if I do my own tournament, it's going to be pretty simple. My rules, not anybody else's. You don't have to worry about political anything. You don't have to worry about making an ass of yourself. Everybody's going to come out and everybody's going to drink. It's going to be competitive and we're going to have fun. And that's that. So what happens at Bankers Cup stays at Bankers Cup. And we can just kind of get back to being ourselves and having a blast. So
which reminds me of rule number 1 of Bankers Cup.
You don't talk about Bankers Cup.
You don't talk about what happens at Bankers Cup stays at Bankers Cup.
And the second rule of Bankers Cup is no fun haters. If you're a fun hater, please don't sign up for this. This event is not for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know it's funny. So I'm not. Oh, Cookie's coming back. So I'm not as seasoned in the golf outings that some of the gentlemen here are, but I went to the Bankers Cup. I sponsored it. I had a blast. Met a bunch of people. We all stuck around, had a great time. And like you said, it was just fun. It was loose. Everyone was having a good time. So I'm like, man, these golf outings are great. I'm going to go to another one in the real estate industry. And again, we're not here to name names, but I went to it. I'm like, yeah, this is not the Bankers Cup. It's not the Bankers Cup. It's not as far as the relationships, meeting people, everybody's sticking around after the fact, talking to one another. There was a nice sense of camaraderie. Everyone was there early. Everyone was getting the breakfast, hanging out. I think you did a great job in making this it's more than an event. It's an experience, right? You have to experience what the Bankers Cup is really like. And that's what I loved about it. So yeah, I went to a couple other golf outings. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna stay with the Bankers Cup here. We have a great time.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of what you get when you put the two top rungs of the industry up against one another,
right?
Just to see what happened, and I think it was hilarious. So
welcome back, Cookie.
And agents, right? Who else are you speaking on here?
Cookie, did you need to go rub some lotion on that burn? Is that where you went real quick?
I did. That's all I can say to that.
That's all you can say to that.
I was asking because that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
That was It's just I'm a little guy, I'm a little guy.
I got you.
Don't take much.
I'm right there with you.
Oh,
I still got parents. I still got pants that my parents wish I grew into. They don't fit.
Does anybody know? So that we're coming up on year 3 of the Bankers Cup. We give away a belt. It's really obnoxious looking, but it's funny. Have the agents won yet? I can't remember.
Look, we're doing it true Cleveland style. We're letting you guys go 3-1 to have the greatest comeback again in Cleveland history. That's just how we roll, We got these.
It worked for the tribe.
We're letting you guys get ahead a little bit. We're letting you guys get ahead a little bit. Get your ego up, even though lenders, their ego's already big enough. But we're letting it get a little bigger before we knock you guys down a couple pegs.
And that sounds great, but I got to tell you, on Cookie, the only problem with that is that in order to go down 3-1, you have to throw one up first. And right now you haven't.
Well, we had a special plan to take out some of these lenders beforehand, but we'll keep that off the live here.
You got Tanya Harding waiting up in a tree.
Yeah, so 2 years into the Bankers Cup, the lenders have won both years. The first year by points, and year 2, Chad Smith and his partner, last men standing in the shootout.
Yeah.
Which was hysterical, coming up 18. So we're going to do it all again this year. Again, July 27th and August 31st. 2-man best ball, lenders versus agents, Fox Meadow Country Club. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of sponsorship.
Nick and I've been discussing strategy on winning.
Right.
And I think we're going to focus on just the disqualification strategy.
Yeah.
We're just going to get them. They're going to be disqualified. We know the rules inside and out, and that's what we're going for.
Yeah,
we don't even really need to golf it.
Okay, of note, lenders, just hole out every putt. Just win the honest way, right? Then I'll be your strategy fails.
Did you just say lenders win the honest way?
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
Whoa!
Wait
a second. Do I have to bring up the word chattel? Just kidding. I'm sure my bosses are watching this like, what's Cook talking about?
What is he doing? Hey guys, you guys can get your tickets now to the Bankers Cup. You got the link right above us in the description. We'll drop them in the comments as well. Make sure you go ahead and sign up. And there's a lot of sponsorship opportunities. The cool part about this sponsorship, it's 2 for the price of 1. A lot of the sponsors, depending on which one you get, you can sponsor the whole event, which is 2 days for the 1 sponsorship. But it's just amazing.
Yeah, the whole sponsorships. And you guys will notice that the sponsorships are a little bit more expensive. Well, that's because it's a 2-day event.
Right.
It's not 18 holes. It's a lot more than that.
Right.
So yeah, the sponsorships are really going to carry over for 2 days. If you're sponsoring a hole, now everything else is a la carte. Because we do, obviously, there's a bar sponsorship for each day. There's a dinner sponsorship for each day. We had 4 beverage carts available. Those, by the way, have been taken. They're spoken for. So RMS has taken 2. Fairway, Jeff Names over at Fairway has taken 2 of those. So at $12.50 a piece, those were gone fast. So that's $5,000 in sponsorships in already, which is wonderful. And we've got plenty of other sponsorships available. 18-hole sponsorships. And I'm not changing the dollar amount from last year either. So the sponsorship menu that we had in place last year will remain consistent. The price per golfer and per team will remain consistent. So we're at $400 per team. Per 2-man team,
right?
But that's that's a minimum of 36 holes at a private country club. So it's really cheaper than any other outing entry fee. I mean, it really is for golfers. So it's a good time. I can't wait. It's always fun the days leading up to this thing because it's one giant party, and then it happens.
Right.
And then it happens again a month later.
Right. And then which reminds me that the end of the Bankers Cup last year, I got a specific video from Al and Joel. Do you remember that video, Al?
No.
No. So they were driving back. We already wrapped up, but of course they knew what hole we were on, which one was our table. I'll get a video from Joel and Al ramming their golf cart into our table saying, "Thanks, content cards," on the way back.
Oh, that video.
That was great.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
yeah.
no
we may not want to talk about that. We may not be invited back.
Yeah, there was no damage done to any carts or personal property. No animals were harmed.
Yep.
No animals were harmed during the testing and shooting of that film.
Which means yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's it really is a good time. I can't stress enough how how much fun we have. The group of people that comes out, the golfers are absolutely amazing. Nick, you started hitting on this last year during our videos. You would say industry leaders or industry titans, and it really is the truth. Right. We have some heavy hitters that come out within our industry, real estate community, and it's awesome. Whether it's bankers or the agent or brokers or the owners. Right. OPs, you name it, we have them all. So if these are your target audience, the people you're trying to get in front of, I mean, I'm sorry, this is the place, to be and to show your face. We have so much fun. Yep. And like you said, Al, if you don't like to have fun, this probably isn't your cup of tea. Right. Because everybody shows up and they get loose, and it is just, it's such a friendly environment and such a friendly tournament, and nothing but laughter and inside jokes. And anyways, I'm done.
Awesome. Hey guys, so get your tickets.
We appreciate you putting it on too, Chris.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of work.
A lot of work. Yep. Hey Nick, where do we send all the money to?
What's up?
Where do we send all the money to?
Where do we send all the money to? The Boys and Girls Club, downtown Cleveland. Yes.
Boys and Girls Club, Cleveland.
Everything goes to a great cause. That's the best part about all this. We get to come here. You get to have fun. You get to get these key relationships, like you said, the industry titans that are going to be there. Not just with you got the vendors that are there too. There's a lot of big names here, a lot of great people that you want to meet, and it's all for a great cause. You can't really lose when you have that formula. So make sure you go ahead and get your tickets right above us. That's where you get more information. And if you want to learn about how you can sponsor this event, go ahead and reach out to my man Chris right here, and we can get you some more information. As always, guys, Al, thank you so much for hopping on and being a part of this. Chris, you're the bomb. Thank you for putting this together. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Can't thank you guys enough.